Mic check, mic check. got to stand up strong. Think the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. Believe it or not, it's Tuesday again. Yeehaw. And you can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, a doozy. Mamma Mia question. How do you know when you are spiritual? How do you know when you are spiritual? How? How now, brown cow? How do you know when you're spiritual? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, running around, doing whatever it is you're doing, at this point, whatever. And you just don't have time to sit and podcast and watch the show live. You can podcast, but you can be listening on your phone. No longer iPad. I don't say iPad anymore. But on your phone. What? I've been told in my ear I can say iPhone and Androids. What's an Android? Oh, I thought it was a rocket ship. It's a type of a cell phone, they say. By calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. That's 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Oh, Lord. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my country to me. Ooh, let the dogs out. Amazing. 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 Country and Western Tuesday. How was your socialist-communist holiday yesterday? I hear that a lot of people took to the roads. I know that the freeways in L.A. was clear. It was like a Jewish holiday. you can get to a location would normally take an hour or so, 2 hours, or at least an hour, 30 minutes or less now. So y'all don't have to come back. Leave the freeways clear. A spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil. Derek, I don't understand this first thing you have at all. Oh, but so that's what they call. That's the name of them. That's their name. Couple. Their name is called what? First timers. Let me take some calls here then. A first timer from Finland. I'm Finland to go. Let me go to first time caller out of Finland. SALMON and Hedda. Oh, it's two people at one same time? Oh, okay. Selma and Hannah, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well. How you?
My wife. All good.
Okay.
All good.
Go ahead.
Nice to speak with you. I did a personal call with you one time, and you convinced me to forgive my parents. I did it after a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and changed my life.
Right on. Amazing. Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, I have some problems still, but I think they're getting easier.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, if you stay with it, do the silent prayer, it cannot get worse. The devil going to have a fit inside of you, but your life will be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Silent
Thank you.
prayer. Okay.
Bye. Yeah, I don't understand that call. What was that about? Derek, come here for a minute. Okay. 888-775-3773. A spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil, right versus wrong. Really. And I really do what you want. It's your life, whatever way you want to live it, it's fine with me. It doesn't matter. Do what you want. It's totally up to you. But if you want to be free, because things are only going to get worse out there in the world. As I said, God owned the world. God and Mother Nature own everything. The finance, the world, the everything. But Satan owns the psychological, emotional mind. Your mind is of your father, the devil. And as a result of that, human nature is evil. It's wicked. It's evil. And so, as a result of that, things are only going to get worse. They cannot get better. But for you and me and whomever work on themselves, men or women, you can be fine in the midst of this hell around you. Really. And so it's only going to get worse. You can look at it. Look at human nature. It's only that caller, I was told that he and his wife was on the phone, but it sounded like he just wanted to say hello and that his life was getting better. I don't know why Derek thought that there were two of them, but it sounded like it was just one from Finland. But how come he didn't tell me that, Derek? Okay, Derek is telling me that the caller said he and his wife were together. Oh, okay. All right. No. Apparently his wife is on there, but maybe she didn't want to come on or something. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I want you to know it's going to get worse in my country and around the world because it's a spiritual thing. And most human beings, not all, but most will not hear and accept the truth about themselves. And as a result, they can only get worse. They can't get better because it's the truth that makes you free once you, the individual, accept that you are wrong. Something is wrong. I'm wrong. And things will start to change for you. And it can change, and you can be fine right here on earth. You can be fine right here on earth. Isn't that amazing? Yes, Jesse, that is amazing. And my country, America, put America first, is not coming back. And you heard me singing, bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. It's not coming back. I'm looking at the people in our government today, the amount of foreigners running America government. America has allowed foreigners to come into its country and take hold of the government. Think about that. Our enemy, the enemies of America, is literally running the country, making laws. How did that happen? How? And these people that are coming here and running the government, they have the same mentality, the same nature that they had in their foreign country. And supposedly they were leaving because they wanted something better. And they get in government and they recreate what they're supposed to have been running away from. And the American people take it. It is crazy. And years ago when I first started media, I didn't know that that could happen. This is from Fox News. There's this woman by the name of Rashida Tlaib. She's a quote-unquote Democrat from Michigan. This female is an enemy of America. She is an enemy, and it's clear. And she's in our government. She's a so-called congressman. Don't you feel concerned about that? Or do you? Apparently, she gave a talk over the weekend, sometime yesterday or the weekend, and it is not pretty. It is un-American, it is dangerous, and it's trouble. This is from Fox News. A controversial pro-Palestine gathering in Detroit is drawing scrutiny for featuring speakers with extremist views, including two former Israeli prisoners released in a Hamas deal, alongside Rashida Tlaib, and a Democrat from Michigan, right? a prominent anti-Israel congressman. And here's one soundbite. Rashid traced her family lineage back to Palestine village and portrayed her very present in Congress as a formal resident. Watch this from X.
Y'all, this incredible, beautiful city that raised me makes me emotional because you need to know this is the city that sent the granddaughter of Shama Dajani from Beit Hanina, the granddaughter of Muftiya and Isa Abdullah from Beit al-Foka. They sent this granddaughter of Palestine to the United States Congress. Detroit sent the descendant of Sidi Abdullah, Isa, who wouldn't leave his land even after they shot him multiple times. They thought they could kill us, rape us, imprison us, violently uproot us from our olive tree farms, starve our children to death, and we would disappear. Well, guess what? Now we're in Congress, and we're every corner of the United States. Y'all, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They will never truly comprehend, Ya Jama'ah, even after 7 decades, that we aren't going anywhere. We are just getting started.
Wow. This woman, this female is dangerous in an evil way. And look at all the people there with head rags on. That wasn't in Palestine. That was right here in America. I remember we would report on discussions like this, but it would be happening over there. Now they're over here. What are they doing over here when they should be over there? That's not good, folks. Our country is a third world country. Now, we're everywhere. And all the people with head rags are Allah Akbar people. And you vote them in. This woman is not for America at all. This female has no business not only being in America, but no business being in government. She's speaking at an Allahu Akbar rally, look like. Americans, have you lost your mind? Can only get worse. It's not going to get better. It's like with your own life. If you don't work on yourself, your life gets worse. It doesn't get better. But if you work on yourself, it gets better. But this is not good. You heard it here. It's not good. This Tlaib female, she should not be in America and definitely not in government. That's not American way of speaking. What has happened to you? Tlaib stated every genocide enabler. Look at this room, mother bleeper. This is Congressman saying that. Look at this room, mother bleeper. We ain't going anywhere. Watch this from X.
Every genocide enabler, look at this room's mother. We ain't going anywhere.
Look at all of our people. That look like Palestine.
We are just growing and growing and growing. We are bringing siblings from other movements with us.
Wow. What do you think this is going to lead to for America? This is not American language. This is not the way Americans speak. And you don't walk around, you don't live in America with a bunch of head wraps on your head and alu abba clothes. Where is uniting as Americans? Why did you vote for these kind of people in your own government? One of Tlaib constituents at the People's Conference stated, "We will continue to globalize the intifada," whatever that is. Sound like a war to me. What's an intifada? Oh, yeah, it's right here on the right. Intifada is a Palestinian uprising against Israel occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip beginning in 1987. Well, y'all need to take y'all intifada over back home and fight over there. Don't be an American talking this mess with all those Allah Akbar clothes on. Look like, Watch this for minutes.
We wanted to globalize the intifada, to expose to the world that Israel's policies have nothing to do with security, that Israel tries to tell the world, and that our government also regurgitate, gaslighting us. We thought that if we could get this message out, the world would wake up and not allow Israel to do this, to do what it's doing. And I must admit, that was a bit of naivete on our part. But we have and we will continue to globalize the intifada. And we will force our governments to listen to us.
They're going to force American government to, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? Force you. Some female talking about force you, what do you think that means? I told you it's over in America. The enemies are now running the hen house. And all these females leading the way. And it can't nothing come from that but destruction. I don't know. If they want to fight, they all need to move back over to Palestine, wherever they came from, and they fight with Israel until the cows come home. Don't come over here with that mess in our government. And they're going to force our government, us, to accept it. And you know what force means? It ain't pretty. Okay. Remember, you heard it here first. This is not pretty. This is not good for America. I cannot believe that you allow the enemy of America into the country and then you voted them into the government and they have nothing in common with America at all. Zero in common with America. Nothing. They're having an intifada meeting. Everybody there look like intifada people. You didn't see any Americans in there? Okay. 888-7753-773. 888-77. Jesse. Let me go to first time call out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Joseph, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
All is well, Joseph.
Great. What do you think we can or should do about some of these? I mean, I'd call them invaders if they're asking for war in America.
They should ship them back to their country immediately.
Amen.
There's nothing else to do with it. They're saying out loud, we are not Americans. We are intifada, whatever that means.
Intifada.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. They use that. They mean a war.
Well, they need to go back home and have a little war over there and not over here.
Right.
We have nothing to do with it. Go home and fight.
And honestly, I don't want their war over here. I just don't even want their anger over here at this point.
I don't want them over here.
I cannot believe how right you were. It's almost like you saw all this from the beginning, and now it's just coming to fruition. I mean, these evil women getting in government and getting to this point, it's just, I couldn't believe it myself. I mean, we don't see this. I don't see this here where I am, but even in the other states, it's just tragic, truly tragic.
And it's only going to get worse because women were not created to lead. They were created to follow. It's not in their nature to lead. So only violence can come from them. And I can't believe that in the United States of America, we know that. It's not like something made up or new. And yet, the men and the women vote women into office or into a so-called leadership role. It ain't nothing good coming from that. It's just not going to work. It can only be evil.
Well, we took, I think some of us took the lie that, we just needed to be nice and accepting and maybe they could help. And
but at what point will the people think for themselves?
Yeah, and like you say, your thoughts are not your own. I mean, they come from somewhere, and that alone has just been eye-opening to me lately. But Jesse, I just want to thank you for all you're doing. You really helped open my mind. The silent prayer works, people. Do it.
Yeah. Stay with her. As God said, remember to stay present and not in your head thinking about the past or the future and all that. Stay present. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you. Keep on, Jesse.
I will, buddy. Thank you. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to first-time caller out of Chicago, Chi-Town. Nick, you are on the air.
Hey, good morning, Jesse.
Hey,
how you
Nick.
Doing? Good. Actually, not a first-time call. I did call I called the Hake report once.
Have you called this show before?
I haven't called Jesse Lee Peterson though.
Oh, okay. So you're first-time caller on this show.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I was telling Hake about some crazy guy who stole a car and tried to crash it into our church a few weeks ago.
Amazing.
It was amazing. It was nuts. So anyways, reason for the call. So over the weekend, long story short, gotten I don't want to call it a fight because I don't really engage with the fights with the wife. But started off as a wonderful weekend. It was my wife's birthday on Friday. She took the day off. I took the day off. Took her for a nice breakfast at the TREY. Got her hair cut. She got some really nice gifts and all that good stuff. And she called it like the most perfect birthday that she had ever had. And then fast forward Saturday, we're at my nephew's birthday party at her brother's house. And then her dad came into the party, and then he made some comments about her hair or whatever, and she got crazy offended about it. I wasn't there; I didn't hear what the comment was, but this is the type of thing that her dad does all the time.
Nick, hold on. Let me make a quick break. When I come back, go right to it. Make a long story short, but let me take a break. 888-77 Jesse. Back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. All right, folks, welcome back. The Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. this morning. The Hake Report from 9 to 11 a.m. The guy with the good hair, he white. And after the Hake Report, the American Anchor Baby from 11 to 1. But at 11, however long. The American Anchor Baby. The men's forum this Thursday. Already is the first Thursday of the month. At 7 p.m. Pacific time. Amazing. Let me go quickly back to a first-time caller out of Chicago, Nick. Hey, Nick, thanks for holding. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, so we get in the car on the way home, and then she tells me about the insult from her dad. And my response to her was just, well, you know he's evil. That's who he is. So what are you going to do? And then that was pretty much all I said. And then after that, like she's got like, you know, just kind of she actually shut down for like the next couple of days. So put me on ice or whatever, and then, you know, a long weekend at the house and just kind of moping around or whatever.
She put you on ice?
Yeah, that's right.
What does that mean, put you on ice?
Oh, it just kind of shut me out, and then just
shut you out of where?
Out of just like I'd be in the backyard and she'd be in the bedroom sleeping on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Like, so just, you know, all in her
so
emotion.
She wouldn't let you in the house?
No, she let me in the house, of course.
But what do you mean she shut you out? I don't understand.
Just that she was all quiet. And
she wouldn't talk to you.
She wasn't really talking.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I would have been outside the backyard enjoying the beautiful weather. She's inside sleeping, and you know, so yeah. I finally, like after church. No, actually, it was yesterday. So I finally gave in what's wrong. And then, you know, then she let me have it. She's like, just, you know, you didn't even talk to me in the car. I told you what my dad said. Da 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 da. And you know, I told her, like, you know, I've said it before. This is who your dad is, and it's actually not him. It's a spirit that has hold of him. You know that. I know that. I know what I'm walking. You know what. You should know what you're walking into, and you shouldn't let it affect you. And she's like, you're unemotional, and you're listening to that Jesse Lee, and he hates women and hates blacks. And so I'm pretty calm, and I'm just like, again, you know, when you see this coming out of people, and you know your dad is just completely guilt-ridden, and him and her mom, they're separated, had a really messy divorce, just years and years of hell that have affected the family and her. And I'm just like, I told her, I'm like, the only solution to this problem is that you got to forgive your dad. And she did not want to hear that. And then she went on to say, yeah, I hate you, and you're so unemotional. I could go have sex with your brother, and it wouldn't even bother you. And I got to give myself some credit because I was just calm, and I was kind of struck where I was almost like, yeah, I don't think it would bother me that much if you had sex with my brother. And yeah, I kept my calm, and and I guess the question is, how do you deal with someone who's, I'm working myself. I've been doing silent prayer for years. I've forgiven everybody, and my parents are gone, but I've forgiven them, and I do have this peace. She mocks me for it. Oh, you got perfect peace, blah blah blah. And she's a hooping and hollering Christian type, and she even talks about, I've been praying to my.
So your question for me is what?
Yeah. So how do you go about, again, where you've got someone who is she's, it's hell on earth in this house at times, and how do you go about just kind of keeping that peace and moving on?
Number one, let me ask. When she refused to talk to you, she carried on like that. Why did you even bother asking her what's wrong?
I didn't until like the third day.
No, I asked why did you
I
do
knew
it?
what was going on, but I gave because I'm weak.
Right.
And
so how do you expect her to treat you knowing you're weak?
Yeah.
No, that was a question.
She expects to treat me like a weak beta.
So why did you ask? You should. Why not just leave her to hell and not be bothered by it, and you just work on you and go about your day, go about your life, and leave her in her misery. You gave her the authority over you by asking her what is wrong. You already knew what was wrong.
That is correct.
How
So
do you
moving
expect
forward,
her to ever treat you right when you show so much weakness?
I shouldn't.
No, but how do you expect her to do it?
I expect her to treat me with respect. And
But she's treating you just like you act. You weak, and she treated you that way. She knew that eventually you would come and ask, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And you already knew what was wrong. You knew that why she was acting that way. Why not just not deal with her at all? Leave her. You can't do anything about another person being in misery. They love their hell, and she drew you back into her hell.
That's right. So next time, just do nothing, and just however long it takes, whatever.
However long what take?
However long it takes her to get over like a situation like her dad throwing her into an emotional.
Well, why you even care about that? That's her hell. She doesn't want. You said she doesn't want to hear the truth. She doesn't like hear you being working on yourself. Why even bother with the devil? You shouldn't fight with the devil inside of you, your mind, or inside of anyone else. That's what the devil wants, is for you to fight with it.
Right.
So why do you keep fighting with the devil?
Why? Yeah, again, me giving in, me thinking, all right, let's just get this over with.
Get what over with? And why? Get what over with?
Right.
No, there was a question.
Get the fight over with.
But why are you trying to end a fight that you didn't even start?
Right. Yeah. Once again,
that was a question.
That's just once again, that's me giving in, and maybe at some level that I want to get into it so that I can get up on my stump and talk about how righteous I am and how I know what's wrong and how I can fix you. So. So I would say that's probably something I need to be working on, which is not caring, or not necessarily caring, but her hell has nothing to do with me.
So Nick, when this woman refused to talk to you, and for such a long time, as you said, what were you thinking and feeling?
I honestly wasn't thinking a whole lot about it at all until the moment. I was doing my own thing, golfing, laying out in the backyard, enjoying the weather, hanging out with my son.
Well, what made you go and ask her what's wrong when you already knew what was wrong?
just that I finally gave in.
Why?
And
Why were you having problem with her not talking to you for so long?
I would say that was an ego thing where I was thinking in my mind, all right, we'll have this out, and then I'll show her the way, and everything's going to be good. That's not what happened.
But you can't show another person where she doesn't want. You said she didn't want it. She didn't like the fact that you're working on yourself. She didn't want to hear from me. How can you help somebody that doesn't want help? You can't even help yourself. How can you help another person? And you're not responsible for her spiritual life. She's responsible for that.
Right.
So how can you? Why did you tell that to yourself? Oh, I want to help her. You can't help her.
Yeah, I didn't say that to myself, but subconsciously, I think that's what it is. It's an ego thing, where again, I could drop some good stuff, which is all truth and light, and then she's going to receive it. But that's not what happened.
But the devil is not going to receive it when the devil doesn't want to hear it.
That's right. That's right. It amazed me, especially a Christian woman, whatever, and always in her Bible.
Which are you most amazed about, the way she act or the way you're acting?
Now I think about it, I'm more amazed about the way that I act, because I should have known better, and here we are.
And all you've done is set it up so she can treat you that way again. She already know you can't handle her not talking to you. Yeah,
and I was just thinking that as well. Just another endless cycle, and then so the next time out, then I just gotta just do nothing, carry on my day, enjoy my day, enjoy my life, and maybe she'll get it, maybe she won't.
Why do you even think about her, whether she'll get it or not? I wouldn't even think about that. Why do you think about that?
That's true.
No, that was a question.
And again, I think that that comes back to an ego thing.
Nick.
Yes.
Why do you even bother to think about where she got to get it or not?
Because I was in my own thoughts.
Meaning what?
Meaning here I am thinking, oh, she's obviously mad at me. I got an idea of what it's about. Now let's find out.
But you already knew. She said in the car. You said she got mad in the ride home.
She didn't say what it was exactly.
Yes, you did. You spoke about her father, and she went off because you didn't say.
She didn't go off in the car. She was just real quiet. She was mad that I didn't really engage in the conversation.
But so you already knew why she was acting that way then.
Yeah, right.
Amazing. So, I got to run because of time, but you're going to suffer as long as you let this woman make you suffer. As long as you try to please her, you're never going to know God, because you can't love God and love the world too. And this woman is, based on what you've said, I don't know her.
Right.
She doesn't want what's right. She's not looking for that. And you're still trying to please her and what's right. You can't do both.
Right. Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah, no doubt about it. So, thank you for the clarity, and now it all just kind of came apparent as you said it. No doubt about it.
And if she doesn't want to talk, she want to act out, as long as she's not hitting you physically, let her do what she wants. Let her suffer the misery. You're not responsible for her in that way at all. Zero. And if you have a problem with she's not talking, that means something wrong with you. That you would be moved because somebody don't want to talk to you. Doesn't even make sense.
Right. Yeah, that's 100%.
I wish you well, Nick.
I thank you, Jesse. Thank you I think the crew as well. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Bye now. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Ron out of Texas. Ron from Texas, you are on the air.
Peterson.
Hello?
Peterson.
Ron, hold on. It sounds like you're on a speakerphone or something. Hold on.
No, I'm on a regular phone, Jesse.
Oh, okay. Now you sound better and clearer. Go ahead.
Giving you my best male impression. You know, the guy that used to call you male. But let me ask you a question. Do you believe, I'm talking about the Cincinnati brawl, okay?
Oh, male from Atlanta? Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Talking about the Cincinnati brawl. I don't believe a lot of black people called in to oppose you on this situation.
What's the Cincinnati brawl?
I don't. Well, you know that white and black brawl they had where the white guy and the white lady got beat up pretty bad.
Oh, allegedly when those black people attacked those two white people and and knocked the woman out and all that, according to the report.
Yeah. The question I have for you, Jesse.
Yes.
Do you believe that Russian guy should be charged for initially starting the brawl by slapping the Americans?
I'm sorry?
Do you believe the Russian guy who initially started the brawl by slapping the Americans, do you believe he should be charged with a crime?
What Russian guy and what American?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The white guy was Russian.
How do you
the
know?
The black people were Americans.
And so,
that's according to the news reports.
And so I don't understand. So you're saying you heard on the news that the white guy slapped the black guy?
No, I heard it on your show probably about a month ago that the Russian guy slapped the Americans initially. Did you know that or not, sir?
No, I don't remember knowing that. But you're saying the white guy slapped the black guy, right?
Yeah, the Russian slapped the American.
Ron, are you saying the white guy slapped the black guy?
Yes.
And your question about that is
the white
what?
guy's Russian. Do you believe the Russian should be charged with assault for initially slapping the Americans? He slapped them first. They didn't lay a hand on him. The Russians slapped the Americans.
And so let's say, I don't know if that's true or not, if the white guy slapped the black guy, are you saying that justified all those other black people jumping on this one white guy, beating him like that?
All I'm asking you...
Are you saying that justified that, Ron?
No, it's not. Yes, it is. When you, not for the lady. But for
so you're saying that if the white guy slapped a black guy, and that justify all these other black people jumping in and beating up on one white man like that?
Maybe not. But
no, let's be clear. Are you saying that?
You're getting away from my question.
Are you saying that? All the time, sir. Are you saying that that's justified? All those black people, allegedly, if that happened, you're saying that that's justify all those black people stomping a white man, one person like that?
No, it does not justify all. Let me finish, please. It does not justify all of those black people jumping on him.
Did it justify any other? Please. Did it justify one white, one black, other than the two people that allegedly the argument was with? Did it justify any other black person getting involved?
No other black people getting involved except the one who was slapped.
Right.
By the Russian. And the question I have for you, should the Russian be charged, sir?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You don't know. But right. I heard it on your show that ask Hake. Talk to Hake. Did the Russian initially slap the American? Talk to Hake. Talk to your expert.
But I don't know if he should be charged for that because I wasn't there to see the fight. And Hate wasn't there either.
When I first heard about the brawl, I heard it on your show, and your show said...
Right. No, I don't know if he should be charged. I don't know at all if he should be charged.
Okay, did you ask your experts if they knew anything about this?
He's right here. Hold on. Do you know about it, Hate?
I don't know anything about it. I'm just learning it from you, Ron. Now, did the black
me,
slapping victim want to
this is
press
a-
charges for being slapped?
Say it again?
Did the black slapping victim want to press charges for being slapped? Because that's the guy who
I'm not
should
sure.
that's between the guy and the prosecutor.
No. Yeah, you kind of sound muffled, hey. You got a bad connection.
I have a bad connection.
No, you got the bad connection.
Well, you're fine, Jesse.
What?
I've been here and you're fine.
What? But I can't hear
It's
you.
possible that
You
it's
keep
possible
going
that
from your phone and back to stay with your phone.
Well, my phone is to my ear, so I don't know.
He asked you, did the black guy want to press charges?
I'm not sure.
So then why
I
are
have
you
to
making
find
that
this out.
decision then that he should have pressed charges or not?
I haven't made any decisions.
And if you hit him back, then it's
All
mutual combat.
Sir, please. All I did was ask you a question. Should the Russian be charged for initially slapping the American?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know.
But if that was true,
Why are
true,
you
my
calling
good
the
man,
black guy American?
because he's American, sir, just like you said. You're not African.
How do you
There's
know he
nothing
was?
but American guitar.
How do you know?
Whatever you say.
How do you know he was American?
Because he's American.
How do you know?
Because I saw his birth certificate. And that's what you want me to tell you?
Now you're lying.
Of course I'm lying.
So how do you know he was American then? How do you know he was American?
It's my guess that he's American. And
So
I'm
then
pretty
why
sure
are
I'm
you
right.
calling him American? You don't know.
Because the news media called the other guy a Russian.
Why are you calling the black guy American and you don't know?
Because he was in America.
Because he was in America doesn't mean he
Because
was
he was in America and the news called the white guy Russian.
Right. Why are you calling the black guy American and you don't know that at all?
Because that was his hometown, Cincinnati.
You don't know that either. Did you know the guy?
He's FBA.
Right. Did you know that? Ron, thank you for your call, buddy. Super chat. Super chats.
Over on Cash App, Noah yesterday, the daily grounding I received from the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it.
Very generous, Noah. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah.
Groove and Mastiff 4 Coffees. Church was so good on Sunday. I had an angry outburst a couple days ago at a family member. I was doing so well during the silent prayer for gay parents a while back. What's the best way to get back on track when you slip away from the truth?
Just realize you were wrong. Oh, God, I'm in my head. Just come back to the present. That's all. Make no judgment on yourself at all. Just realize you were unconscious. That's all you do.
Thanks, guys, and bless you all.
Thank you.
And we'll read the rest later, guys. Thank y'all.
All right, I got to take a break. 2 more hours to go. Quick break. Back in a moment. 888-77-JESSE. The hate news, not the fake news. I'll be back. I have books that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. 7 Guaranteed Steps to Spiritual, Family, and Financial Success Guide. Even if you're not starting a business, but you have a job, or you're on welfare, it can help you if you do. Be doers of the word, all right? From rage to responsibility. From rage. That's what I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They are using them, and blacks are too willing to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the Poison of Hate, Blame, and Victimhood. They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autographed copy, or call 800-411-2663.
Beast Rudy Giuliani getting the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He got in a car accident recently. Somebody rear-ended him at a high rate of speed. Was it a target? I don't know. They didn't indicate that it seemed to be. But, yeah, he's in sort of rough shape. Got a beta back type of an issue going on and other things. Anyway, Afghanistan, the Taliban, asking for international help after that earthquake. Remember earthquake in eastern Afghanistan, a 6.0? Killed like 2,500 injured and destroyed villages. Whew. Actually, the number's at least 1,100 killed now and 3,200 injured is the updated numbers, at least as of early this morning or so. And in Sudan, about at least 1,000 were killed when a landslide destroyed a village in western Sudan over the weekend. God's judgment? I'm kidding around. I guess it's not something to kid about, but I did it. I'm sorry. Or maybe I'm not sorry, but forgive me. I disclaim and I disavow. This is the end of hour one of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Country and Western Tuesday, September 2nd, AD 2025. There's one line open. You can call in right now, even during Hake News, not fake news. And JLP will be right back to your calls. We'll get to the rest of your super chats as well. Nice. And more great stories. Great stories. Shout out. Did you remember that Rashida Tlaib segment JLP did? So good. Commie Nonsense Network CNN reports our greatest president, Donald J. Trump, announced Monday he plans to award the Presidential Medal of Freedom, MADAL, Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor, to his former personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor. He was mayor of New York City during 9/11, and he brought down crime so well. Remember, the crime was so out of control in New York City, and Giuliani brought it down. Giuliani was hospitalized over the weekend after sustaining several, or at least a few, injuries in a car accident. And I don't think it was his fault. I don't know. But he was, like I said, rear-ended at a high rate of speed, is what I seem to recall this morning. Meanwhile, in Afghanistan, the Taliban, as I mentioned, asking for international global homo help after an earthquake destroyed entire villages, multiple. In Afghanistan, at least 1,100 people, that's 1,100 people killed and more than 3,200 injured when that 6.0 magnitude trembler struck near the Pakistan border on Sunday. And I don't know if there have been aftershocks, but search and rescue efforts in the remote mountainous areas been hindered by damaged roads, heavy rain, and landslides. The war-ravaged country of Afghanistan, already in the throes of a humanitarian crisis. I'm traumatized by that buzzword. When the Taliban seized power in 2021, remember when Joe Biden pulled out of, which is really Obama, pulled out of Afghanistan, and it was just disastrous, killing 13 Americans, I think, if I remember right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. And the situation has only gotten worse, especially for women and girls, says Commie Nonsense, whose rights have been stripped away by the militant group. I bet it's worse for the men because men tend to get killed. Women just get their rights taken away. But men get killed, and boys. So FYI. But I could be wrong. In response, many humanitarian organizations withdrew from Afghanistan. Aid declined $767 million in 2025. Sound like some nasty meddling mamas. Oh, you're not feminist enough. We're not going to help you. Down from $3.8 billion. So it went from $3.8 billion in 2022 to $767 million, only so-called, in 2025. Now the UK plans to give $1.3 million in new emergency funding to families affected by the earthquake. India already delivered 1,000 tents to Kabul and 15 metric tons of food aid to Kunar. So far, the U.S. State Department has sent heartfelt condolences to the Afghan people. That's the right way to do it. Help yourself, right? I think. Anyway, I'll have to tell you about the Sudan landslide that messed up a village, killed a bunch of people. But now back to the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, Hour 2.
got to stand up strong. Face the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning again. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77 Jesse. Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question for this week, a doozy. For those who want to overcome the not you. You don't have to be you any longer. So get to know yourself if you want to be free. How do you know when you are spiritual? How do you know? I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I'm spiritual. I'm not a Christian, I'm spiritual. And so I started to wonder, how do you know when you are spiritual? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. The second hour of the show already. And every Tuesday is Bible Thumper. No, I'm sorry. That's Thursday. What the? Every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. What the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. A spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil, has nothing to do with the physical at all. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities and evil, wickedness in high places. Get to know yourself, folks. It's okay to know thyself and become one, become whole, and not divided. It's really okay. And that way, you can see what's going on by seeing what's happening inside of you and overcoming it, and you will understand others. And you will realize there is never, ever, ever, but never a reason to be angry, frustrated, resentful, judgmental. There's never a reason. Understanding will make that clear for you. But you, men and women, it's not just men. Ladies, you're responsible for you spiritually, and men, you're responsible for you spiritually. Nobody else is, no one else can change you. There's nothing that anyone else or can do about it. And that's why, if you're working on yourself, you would know to just wish people well and let people be what they want to be. Leave them in their hell. Even your own wife, your own husband, your own adult children, leave them in their misery. They have a right to live a life of being wrong. And you're wrong for being angry at them about it or trying to change someone. You can't. It's something wrong with you. You can't change anyone. It's something wrong with you when you think or even try to change another person. Think about that. You can't even change your own self. You will only change when you totally surrender to the light, to the truth, by realizing, you know what? I can't change myself. I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to have fear. I don't want to be doubtful. I don't want to have to compare myself to others. I don't want to be shy. I don't want to be whatever. I can't change myself. I give up. And the very moment you do that, things start to change for you. We are not in control of anything. You have no control of anything. You're just blind and think that you do, and you don't. And that's why nothing works for you. You always have to go back and repair. It doesn't work because you can't change it. You do not have control of anything, folks. Nobody in the whole wide world. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will become free. As soon as you can accept, you know what? There's something greater than me here, and I can't change this. And we'll change it for you. But you got to get to know yourself. And then you got to stop fighting with people, with anyone. Why do you fight with people? You don't owe anyone any explanation about anything. So why fight with them? If your wife don't want to talk to you, okay, fine. I'm better you're not talking to me anyway. Or your husband don't want to talk. Okay. I wish you well. It's something wrong with you when you're bothered that your husband or your wife don't want to talk to you. And then when they go and pout all day, 24 hours a day, or the whole week, the whole weekend, or whatever, let them pout. They're just trying to get control of you. They want you to ask them what's wrong. And right there, they know they have control of you. They know it. And they're going to do it again. What's wrong with you that you need somebody to talk to you? What's wrong? Why don't you ask yourself, what's wrong with me, my wife, or in case of a woman, my husband mad, and I can't live with that? I got to do something to get him or her to talk to me. Why don't you ask yourself before you react to it? That way you see what's wrong, then you stop. What's wrong with you that somebody don't want to play with you? So you're mad. Or you feel empty, or you feel something about it. Remember that story that we gave you last week about this Haitian guy? He was a truck driver, and he was driving down the road, and according to the report, he tried to turn around, he did it in the road, right there in the middle of the road somehow, and some people were killed as a result of that. I mean, an Indian guy, according to the report, not a Haitian, Indian guy. CBS Miami has reported 3 people who were killed in a crash on the Florida Turnpike on August 12th when an undocumented truck driver made an illegal U-turn. And he were a Haitian immigrant. who previously lived in South Florida and was returning home. Watch this from CBS Miami.
We are learning new details about the victims killed in a crash with a semi on the turnpike earlier this month. Our news partners at the Miami Herald say the Haitian immigrants were actually traveling to Indiana. Troopers identified Herbie Dufresne as the driver of that minivan that slammed into an 18-wheeler. He and his friends had apparently moved from South Florida to Indiana in hopes of finding work. The driver of the semi, Harjinder Singh, has been charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide and manslaughter.
Amazing. He had a hit rag on his head. And there are people who are trying to get our government not to punish this guy or something. These foreigners. Those Sikhs. What a mess, huh? WPBF is reporting an advocate group called Sikh for Justice, SIKHS. Is that Sikh? There. Is that Sikh? Is that like a religion or something, or people? Indian people for Justice held a prayer ceremony on Saturday outside the St. Louis County Jail in memory of the 3 people killed in Florida. Florida Turnpike crash on August 12th. The group also called for a fair justice process for the Sane guy. His name was Sane. The truck driver charged in the incident. Watch this.
On the Treasure Coast, an advocacy group called Sikhs for Justice held a special prayer ceremony outside the St. Lucie County Jail for the 3 people who died in that deadly turnpike crash earlier this month.
Besides paying respects to the victims and the victims' family, the advocacy group is also pushing for a fair judicial trial for Harjinder Singh, the truck driver accused of killing 3 people.
We understand the pain they're going through, we feel the pain they're going through, and we wish to provide a bit of solace, a bit of strength to those impacted.
Last Saturday, a judge denied Singh's bond and had the public defender's office from the county representing him.
At this point, as a friend of the court, I would advise you to request that our office be...
But now he signed a notice of substitution of counsel.
But as of this point, I'll be filing my notice, and as of next week, I'll be taking on the case.
His attorney, Natalie Knight-Tai, recently spoke to Harjinder Singh, and there's a message she wants to send to the public about this high-profile case.
I would ask people not to judge him, not to judge the circumstance, to give him the same constitutional rights that our predecessors, our ancestors have fought for. And that's the presumption of innocence and the right to a fair trial.
This guy was illegal, wasn't he? I think, according to the report. And he the one that got a black female attorney. Somebody did. What a mess. Look at all those foreigners. Everybody got hit rags around their head. It look like they're in India somewhere. They're in America. They don't blend in anymore. Remember when the theme, when you're in America, you become American, become one? That doesn't even, not even spoke of anymore. So a Sikh is a religion among some of the Indian people. Look like they were in a foreign country, huh? That's in America. Where are the white people? Where are the white people? This is your country, white folks. Members of the Sikh community expressed concern that their community is being targeted. Watch it from WPBE.
At Saturday's event, members of the Sikh community expressed concerns that their community is being targeted.
As an American Punjabi Sikhs, that we stand with the truth, and we hope that everybody understands and stops the racial and political charade that's going on. You know, we don't want Harjinder Singh to become example being set for that political vendetta.
As of now, Singh is being held in the St. Lucie County Jail on 3 counts of vehicular homicide and manslaughter with no bond.
Amazing. How everybody being everybody community being attacked by whom? Everybody being targeted by whom? What the? And that one guy, I feel your pain. You ain't feel nobody's pain. What the? You try to get this man out of jail. My country is gone. 888-7753. 773-888-77. Jesse, my country is no longer tears of thee. It's gone. It's no longer recognizable or anything. Let me go to first time caller, Tony, out of North Carolina. Tony, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
All is well, Tony.
You a good guy and everything. I love you.
Thank you.
You can't blame mamas. You can't blame mamas. Only Jesus is going to blame you. He's not going to blame your mama.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
How do you
if
mean?
You read the Bible, you know exactly what I mean.
What do you mean you don't blame mama about what?
You can't blame mama about any of these people out there and their sins.
Repeat that.
Their sins is answered by themselves. They have to answer for their own sins. You know that.
What did that have to do with mama? I don't know what you mean.
Are you always blaming mamas?
I'm sorry?
Don't you always blame mamas on your show?
About what?
About how their sins are.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Jesse. You're a preacher.
What do you mean, Tony?
Ain't you a preacher, Jesse?
Tony, when you said blame mama, what do I blame mamas about?
Every time I say your show, you blaming somebody's mama.
About what?
Tony's not a mama's boy, Lucky.
Tony.
My mama was a Christian.
Tony.
My mama's in heaven.
Tony.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
Tony, blame mama.
Just reading your people's, your little claim.
Bye, Tony. What's going on? What's in the air today? Y'all had too many ribs for the holiday? Let me go to North Carolina and talk to KAREEM. KAREEM, you are on the air.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, can you hear me?
A little louder, Tony.
Can you hear me, Mr. Peterson?
Are you on your speakerphone or something?
Yes, sir. I took you off speakerphone. You can hear me now?
I can now. Why are you on the speakerphone when they told you not to be on it?
My apologies, Jesse. My apologies.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you, what did you think about Trump federalizing D.C.?
I loved it. I think he should go around the country and do that, especially in those states where crime and everything is out of control, and the governors and the mayors refuse to do anything about it.
Right. Let me ask you this. Do you think he's going to federalize California?
I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. What do you think about him doing that?
Well, I put it to you like this. The land is very cursed and it's a lot of sin, so this is kind of like a reaction to the sin. And on one end, I think it's good, but and on the other end, I think it's a response from God. We're obviously working through Trump, federalizing D.C., so it can get a lot of crime, out of those areas.
So what do you think about the president doing that?
You said what?
What do you think about the fact that President Trump had done that in D.C. and look like he may go to Chicago and Los Angeles? What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty good. I think he needs to do it, and I also think there are a lot of criminals that better watch out. He's coming.
Yeah.
So
I know that the people, the blacks in Chicago, some of the blacks in Chicago definitely want him to come. I noticed that the liberal whites tend not to want him because they don't have to really deal with that in the way the blacks do. So I hope he does it all over the country.
Right. Let me ask you this, Mr. Peterson. You said what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I said that I think that he should do it all over the country, wherever it needs to be done, because it's time to clean up the crime.
Right. And let me ask you this: let's say if he does federalize the other states, do you think that they'll go back to normal once he does it, or do you think once the feds leave, it'll get back to how it was before?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have to wait and see. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Kareem.
Thank you, Jesse.
All
Good
right.
speaking with you.
All right, buddy. 888-775-3773. Let me go to Troy out of Minnesota. Troy, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse. What month is September?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was wondering if you had some sort of theme for the September month.
No, just July, White History Month, and August, Men History Month. Thank you all, by the way, for participating. It was overwhelming support for Men History Month. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Troy, but nothing for September. You're free.
Okay. All right. We'll have to think of something.
That's right.
Question for you, Jesse. I was just thinking, do you think there's a point where fathers should not allow their children to sit on their lap? I know that boys will kind of naturally stop doing it, but I think daughters will kind of do it until the dad says no.
Do I think there's a point that fathers should not let the kids sit on their lap?
Yeah, I was thinking a boy will probably stop doing this around age 11 or 12, maybe 13, but I do see daughters sit on their father's lap even if they're adults. So I don't know if there's a point where you would think that that's not something they should do anymore.
No, I think that's up to the father and the daughter. Nobody else's business.
Oh, okay.
You think they should stop at some point?
Well, I didn't know what you thought about it. I was just thinking about it.
What did you think about it? What did you think about it?
Well, like I said, with boys, I think boys, they'll naturally, they don't think that's I don't know, kind of like how men
and how about with girls?
I think they like to sit on their father's lap.
And do you think there's a point where they can't or shouldn't?
I would say after 18, it's probably better that they start trying to find a husband.
And why should they sit on their father's lap if they want to after that age?
You're saying why should they if they want to?
Why shouldn't they if they want to? Why can't they do that?
I don't know. I just thought it probably is not in their best interest, and it looks almost, I don't know, like when you see a man with a young woman like that, it's almost like they're dating. I don't know.
Why does that look like that to you in your mind? Why do you see it that way?
I don't know. I just, like I said, this is just a question that popped in my mind. I just didn't know if it was appropriate or not, or if I thought that it might seem like the daughter is not. She's trying to stay a child, is what I'm trying to say.
But why would you see it that way?
Well, I just think that, like you said, how boys should move away when they're 18.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this, about daughters staying in their household, but, eventually I would think that the daughter would like to just move on from the dad and find the husband. I know you said that God's going to provide that for them, but...
But what does that have to do with her whenever she wants to sit on her father's lap? What does that have to do with finding a husband?
But I guess I'm just kind of, because I know that a father is the first man that a daughter falls in love with, but at the same time, eventually she has to find her husband, which
But
is
what
not
does
going
that
to
have
be.
to do with finding a husband that she sit on her father's lap?
Well, I just know that, like I said, in the culture today, people are not growing up, and it just seems to me that it would be better for the daughter to just be a little bit more proper, and that almost should be something for the wife or a younger daughter. I think. I don't know.
And why do you think that way?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't grow up with a father, so I'm just trying to understand what is right and what's wrong between a father and a daughter.
And so what's wrong with a daughter sitting on her father's lap until she's 90 if she wants to?
I guess you're trying to say probably nothing.
No, I'm asking you. I haven't tried to say anything. I'm asking you, what's wrong with a daughter sitting on her father's lap until she's 90 if she wants to?
Well, at least in my family, I just don't see it happening.
But what's wrong with that, though?
So if a daughter was already married, she could still go sit on her father's lap? You
What's
wouldn't see
wrong
that?
with a daughter sitting on her father's lap until she's 90 if she wants to?
I don't know. But do you think a son should do that?
What's wrong with a daughter sitting on her father's lap until she's 90 if she wants to?
I don't know. I just, at least from my point of view, I think it would almost seem, it just seems kind of like a childish thing to do.
Why?
Well, like I said, the son, he naturally stops doing that, but the daughter, I guess, will do it unless the father tells him not to.
Why would it seem childish, like a childish thing to do?
Yeah, you're really you're really getting me here. But I don't know. I just feel like a daughter will look at her father as her husband, or as her protector, I should say, and they'll just kind of naturally want to stay there.
And what's wrong with that?
I do know that fathers they look at their daughters differently. They do kind of look at that. They don't look at them as the same way as their son, and so I don't know. Maybe they always kind of look at them as their 5-year-old daughter, but at the same time, like I said, I just see the babying of society. I see we're not getting our young people prepared for the real world.
But what's wrong with a daughter if she wants to sit on her father's lap? What's wrong with that?
I'm just trying to put myself in the position like if I was married and I saw my wife sitting on her father's lap. Let me just try to envision that for a second. I guess, I don't know. I guess it'd be okay. I'd rather she have a good relationship with her father. But, and can I ask you another quick question?
Hold on, man. Let me take a quick break, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, buddy. 888-7753-773. Quick break. Back in a moment. So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer, and I want you to start doing it. You just download it, get the points of how to do it, and then after a while, you just do it on your own. It's going to point you in the right direction that your life will be returned to you from God. He will give you your life back, because anyone and all people who has anger, they're not themselves. You are the person that you are angry at. That's why it's so important to get to know yourself so that you can see who you're angry at. And if you're doing the hooping and hollering prayers and things like that, some people get up, oh, praise the Lord, hoop and holler, bless my mama, bless my daddy. Continue to do it. Do both. You will see if you want to stay with the hooping and hollering, or do you want to be still and know God. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Forever. We needed you, Lord. We need you now. Welcome back. 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. A spiritual battle. Couple announcements. For personal shout-outs, I do them for you. Birthday shout-outs, wedding shout-outs, congratulations shout-outs, encouragement shout-outs, whatever it is, I will do it for you. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. And if you need counseling, we have the best counseling service on this side of heaven. And it doesn't take the rest of your life. You may need just that one session, maybe two. Especially if you're ready to overcome. And some people like, hey, just I like follow up once in a while. That's fine too, but you don't need a whole bunch of counseling sessions unless you just want them. Individual family counseling by phone, Skype, or walk-in. All right? And go anywhere around the world. I counsel with people around the world, men and women, family, whatever. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com, or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND to set up an appointment. And check out the merch. The merch is on fire. It's amazing merch. First, we have Punchy's coffee. Good. My own coffee. Can you imagine that? It's delicious. Everybody and they mama talking about the coffee. It's so good. And then we have T-shirts and mugs, and we even have a special mug there if you want it for your coffee. T-shirts and all kinds of nice things. Their hats and blah, blah, blah. Books. My books are amazing. The first one that I wrote was From Rage to Responsibility. From Rage to Responsibility. And then Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. And they still doing it. And then the little small pocket guy, you can carry it around in your suit jacket pocket or your back pocket. Or ladies, you can carry it around in your purse. If you have a job or you want to start a business or you have a business. The 7 guaranteed steps to spiritual, family, and financial success guide. We use that in our entrepreneur program. And we have an entrepreneur program where we help and show men how to start businesses. Or if they already have it, we show them how to enhance it. And we even started a credit union. We have a credit union that because some of these guys, they have bad credit. Their mother messed it up when they were little kids. And they really want to get their life going. And so we loan them the money, but they pay it back with little interest to keep it going. That's a part of it. You have to be a part of. Don't be calling me ask for money. You got to be a part of the program. What the? And then, last but not least, the antidote: healing America from the poison of hate, blame, and victimhood. The antidote. It's like bring it all in. It explains everything. And go to rebuildingtheman.com/stores, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, or JesseLeePeterson.shop. All right? Amazing. And don't forget to support us on social media. I don't mention that a lot, and I'm supposed to be doing that. Support us on social media. Rumble.com/JesseLeePeterson, Jesse Lee Peterson on Instagram, JLP Talk on X, Cozy.tv/JLP, and Kink.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, and Peel.net. We're all over the place. /Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you all in advance. Let me go quickly back to the phones. Troy, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
So my other question was, I'm just, obviously, you see a lot with women saying they don't need a man, but in the Bible it says, in Genesis 2:18, it's not good for man to be alone. And then in, I believe, 1 Timothy, it says women are saved through childbearing. Do you think that would be a good thing to say to these women who say that, or would you say something else?
To say that when they say what? When they say what?
When they say, "Oh, I don't need a man. Men ain't, you know what? Blah 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 blah."
Oh, okay.
You know?
When they say that, just say, "Oh, okay, no problem." Don't try to convince them at all. You have to. It's right for you and I or anyone to let people live the way they want to live. Let them believe what they want to believe. Let them suffer in their own misery and not have an opinion about it at all. Don't judge them. Don't get mad at them. They have a right to be wrong. Even God, he's not going to impose the spirit of truth, won't impose on anyone that doesn't invite it. And so if a woman says that, just say, "Oh, okay, fine."
But because I worry that this kind of ideology is infecting them, because I saw something that said in like 2040, almost 50% of women are going to be childless and single,
right.
And
yeah,
it's going to be an absolute nightmare.
And why do you worry about that?
Because like the Bible said that women are saved through childbearing, and I do see like these older women, they have fought against the family their whole life, and then when they hit that wall, they just it like destroys them, and then they take that out on society and vote left.
And so why do you worry about that?
I'm not worried about it for myself. I know that God will take care of me. I just wish that we could stop this, and like I said, in a way,
and why do you wish to stop it for them? If that's what they want, why do you wish to stop it?
Because they don't, it's kind of like Christ said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do."
Right. That's why you don't judge them, but you leave them in their misery. Christ leaves them in their misery if they don't want it. He doesn't judge them. He doesn't hold against them. And likewise, you should feel the same way. You shouldn't be feeling anything about it at all. Because just think about what good is it doing you to feel anything about what they want.
Yeah, I guess what's going to happen is this generation or this ideology will just have to suffer and die.
Yeah.
And then the next generation will learn from the previous generation and will not repeat that.
But you didn't tell me why you're bothered by it at all if they don't want to change.
Well, I know that we're going to have to deal with it.
No, you don't. Why do you have to deal with somebody else's misery?
Well, so like I said, Jesse, I live in near Minneapolis, and
right.
I was there nearby the George Floyd riots, and even though it wasn't my problem,
Right.
it became my problem because they lashed out at society over a lie, and it felt like a war zone. I mean, I'm sure you felt it many times in
Yeah,
LA
I did.
yourself.
Let me ask, what does it mean they are saved through childbearing? What does that mean?
It just says in the Bible that I'm forgetting the exact quote, but I can look it up real quick. I have it on my phone.
Oh, no. I mean, just tell me what it means. You said what it was. I don't remember reading that, but you said it. What does that mean? When you read that, what did that mean to you? Because of time.
Well, I think what it's trying to say is that women, you're not saved through your money, you're not saved through your body, you're not saved through your status, you're saved by having a family and having children. That is what's going to give you the most peace and happiness in life.
I don't quite understand that. But okay. But listen, because of time, Troy, do what you want, of course, but let these people suffer. If they don't want to have children, they think they don't need a man, wish them well, and just move on and leave people in their hell. They have a right to live however they want to live, and don't you give it a second thought and just work on you and let people just live in their hell. They have a right to be that way.
Yeah, I always say, Jesse, as long as the motto of America is "In God We Trust," we have nothing to worry about.
And especially if you're working on yourself, you don't get into worry at all.
Oh yeah, I 100% believe that, and you are a great man, the greatest black man ever.
The great black hope. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate it.
All right, God bless.
You too, buddy. Leave people in their misery. Don't worry about it. They're not worried about it. They love their hell. If you try to help somebody out of their hell, they're going to destroy you. They don't want to be free. What? The people who want to be free are becoming free. I see it all the time. Let me go to a first-time caller out of Australia, Matt. Matt, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse. Thanks for talking to me.
Yes, sir.
I found some videos of yours about 3 months ago, and I really identify with a lot of things you say, but I'm still learning a lot. But here's my problem. I've got a girlfriend that I've been living with for about 4 months, and she's a black woman, black lady.
And are you white?
Yeah, I'm a white guy.
Okay.
I'm 32.
Okay, go ahead.
And I've been living with her, and basically, sometimes, we don't cook, and so we'll get takeaway. So we'll get like Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I have Kentucky Fried Chicken in the fridge, and I want to take the stuff to work. And she has been eating all the food, all my chicken out of my fridge. And when I've talked to her about this, she has a real entitled, arrogant attitude, and she's just a rude woman. And because of doing the silent prayer, I'm really pretty much considering kicking her out and making her homeless. I don't know. I think that because she is such an arrogant, entitled, and she makes all the stereotypes, about black people. She's one of those types of black people that makes the white people hate the black people, basically.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
And how old is she?
She's 29.
And so, your question for me is what?
I have been doing the silent prayer, and I've been trying to in the last couple of days, come up, figure out whether I want to basically evict her and maybe even, if because she punched me in the face one time. And I'm
Did you call the police?
Well, I didn't at the time.
Why not?
Because I'm a beta male.
Beta male. And so your question for me
I'm
is,
a beta male.
your question for me is what?
Yeah, so my question is, when I kick her out, is it righteous of me to sell her things that she leaves behind and keep that for myself, because I'm struggling right now?
And why would you want to keep her things? Why don't you let her take her things?
So I believe that she owes me a lot of money. I've given her a lot of things.
And why have you done that?
Because she was indulging my sexual fantasies.
But if you gave it, so you're serious about this?
Yeah.
So if you gave it to her, you can't take it back. You gave it to her. You were getting something from her?
I can't take it back at all. Like, at all. I believe she owes me money.
But if you gave it to her because you were getting something from her, she doesn't owe you anything. It wasn't a loan, right?
No, it's just me, fooling around with her a little bit,
So you fooled around, you gave her money, and she didn't ask you to loan her the money, right?
No.
So she owe you nothing. It's not her fault that you were being beta.
Yeah.
So I got to run, but I would do what you want, of course, but you're not strong enough for that. I would let her go and then wish her well, and you just work on you.
Okay, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that.
All right, buddy. What? Super chat. Super.
Chats. Over on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, Groovin was the one who was asking about, he had an angry outburst and he was out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the best way to act is if it's nothing happened and continue doing the right thing.
Yeah, don't judge it. Just realize you were unconscious. Wow, I couldn't see what I was doing. And just go back to the silent prayer. That's all. Do not judge yourself. There's no self there to judge, by the way, but don't do it.
Patrick, 5 coffees, female Mondays. All my life. LYFE. I had to fight.
All my life. I had to fight my daddy, my brothers, my cousin. A girl ain't safe in a man's home anymore.
Supal.
Opa.
Supal was amazing. Drop your anger, folks. Proof kids grow better under the wisdom of God. The guest yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she was amazing. If you missed that, check it out. She's a little entrepreneur at 14 years old from Canada. Very smart girl. Very smart. Amazing. Thank you.
Bond JLP is the cash tag, whatever. God bless you and the crew, says Cornerstone on Cash App.
Thank you. Thank you for your support as well. Thank you.
Cesar Caesar, 3 coffees. Hey there, Jesse and crew. Last night I tried my best to do the silent prayer for at least 10 minutes, but only reached up to 6 minutes. This morning I got up to 7 minutes. It really felt like I did it for 10, but my mind was playing tricks on me. What's wrong with me, Jesse? Do I have HD? Also, why is it whenever I focus on my forehead while doing the prayer, I feel like I'm entering my mind and also start to feel like I'm astral projecting?
Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Don't worry. Just stay with it. That's all you need to do. Stay present.
Mike Young, hey, Jesse, what's this BS bogus speech about Trump dying?
What?
What's all this about Trump dying? You're probably not even aware of it.
Aware of what? Trump died?
Rumors on the internet.
Trump is dead?
That's what the rumor was, or something like that, or he's dying. Maybe that he's dying.
I have no clue. Who's that
sick.
from?
Mike Young. He calls it.
Who?
He calls it bogus speech. BS.
Yeah, I have no clue. I have not heard anything about that I remember.
Yeah.
But long live the king.
May Trump live forever.
That's right. Thank you.
Kilo Alpha Tango.
Garrett is telling me that a rumor Trump had a stroke. It was just taught on it.
Yeah, Drudge Report has been showing different signs of health problems potentially, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah?
Kilo Alpha Tango with
I didn't know Drudge still existed.
I know. I go there sometimes.
Oh,
just to
he's
see
still
what's
at
up.
this?
I don't know if it's him, but it's
Oh.
his website. Formerly his, anyway.
Amazing. Thank you.
Kilo Alpha Tango with a diamond. James Anton something shake. Hake. Thank you.
Thank you.
David, Ron must be calling on his iPad.
I don't know what Ron's talking about. A Russian and an American. What? How did he know the white man was Russian?
You must have heard it on the news or a rumor.
When did you start calling the black man American?
All of a sudden.
No. Is it in the water today? What the? Amazing. Thank you.
Pastor Shadowley, 111 gold pills on pilled.net. Calm down, Angry Black. Angry Black Tuesday, L blank G, he says, Pastor Shadowley on Rumble.
Amazing. Thank you. What a mess.
Wise Elk 130, a monthly supporter on the, or at least subscriber on the Jesse Lee Peterson Rumble.
Thank you.
Coriolis effect. Flat Earth. Cannot explain it. Well, he calls it Flat Earth. Can't explain it.
They were about to go to the moon and build, what do you call this stuff that give energy?
Solar panel?
No.
Energy station?
Yeah, some type of energy station. I forgot. I know the name, but I won't come to my mind. They're about to build... Huh?
Nuclear.
Nuclear power stuff on the
moon.
Yes, the moon somewhere, and they were showing pictures of it on the news, and the Earth was round.
Obvious globe.
I was like, look, the Earth is round. It wasn't flat. Thank you, though.
Pauline's Pens High Chat. Good show with Anchor Baby last night.
I know the Anchor Baby was on fire last night. If y'all missed the podcast, it was on fire. Amazing. Thank you.
ALL with a couple says, get the posse together. We've got a problem.
There's trouble in the land. Thank you.
And we'll have to read the rest later, guys. Thank y'all.
Thank you all. One more hour to go. Let me take a break. The hate news is coming, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment. You can't run from evil within yourself or outside of self. You got to deal with it. And you need good in order to deal with evil. And God is good. You need to return to the Father. And you'll see within you, he will fight the battle for you. And he will fight it without, because he will show you how to deal with it. And you will have no fear. Love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your might, along with nothing else. Nothing else means yourself, your children, your wife, your things, your ego, your reputation, and all that. You can't care about any of that. The children of anger will use it to control you. But if you love God, he will renew your mind, and none of those things will be before him. And so when they go after you, oh, well, you may take my body, you may take my things, but you're not going to take my soul. And that's a true reality.
So, he wants answers on the China virus vax. The father of the vaccines, Vax Daddy, as the haters on BitChute. We're live on Jesse Lee Peterson BitChute, bitchute.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, or bitchute.com, and you can find it live. Trump wants answers on the China virus schmaxine because he said that some people think it's great, saved millions of lives. Others think it's horrible. He wants answers now from the CDC. And Chicago also needs Trump. They need the king. And there is some mass shootings propaganda and so-called Justice Amy Barrett. She wrote some book or something like that. Listening to the law in a memoir. This woman, she's on the so-called Supreme Court, and she's Trump's last pick for the so-called Supreme Court. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Tuesday, September 2nd, AD 2025. Hang tight, callers. There's one line open. You can call in right now. If you're a boomer, you call like this. If you're a Zoomer or Alpha, you call like this. If you're a millennial, not sure which. And it is Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, the Hake Report, different from Hake News. The Hake Report is like 2 hours long. Oof. And then American Anchor Baby. Very cool. Right after the Hake Report. So fun shows, hopefully all on the JLP network. And on Thursday, the 4th of September, 2025, rebuildingtheman.com/events, the men's forum, 7 p.m. at Bond. So join us, fellas, men only, and boys, 14 and up or whatever. If you're a father, you can, whatever. Nice. So rebuildingtheman.com/events, men's forum, first Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. at Bond. Women's forums are third Thursday, typically. In Sudan, I was telling you about at least 1,000 killed when a landslide destroyed a village in western Sudan over the weekend, according to Commie Nonsense Network, CNN. According to the Sudan Liberation Movement -Army, sounds sort of commie, only one person from that village survived. Wow. The movement is now appealing, that army thing, is now appealing for international help, of course, to recover the bodies of the victims in the Mara, M-A-R-R-A, mountains area, Mara Mountains area. Situation in Sudan already dire before the latest disaster. 2-year civil war. The UN described it as the world's most devastating humanitarian and displacement crisis. Has left more than 28,000 people dead. Wow. Men and boys targeted and slain on ethnic grounds. See, I told you that the men and boys get it worse than the females. Women and girls, though, they haven't had it too easy. They've been R-worded, raped, abducted, and forced into marriage. Infrastructure, communist buzzword, has been obliterated. More than 14 million people fled their homes, now suffer from a lack of shelter, food, running water, medical supplies, and electricity. Many of the displaced settled in the mountains where the landslide occurred. Maybe they need Trump to come in and bring peace to Sudan. But if they don't want peace, maybe that he can't even, maybe even our greatest president cannot help them bring peace and prosperity. Trump appeared to raise fresh questions about the COVID-19 so-called vaccines that were developed during his first administration. Quote, many people think they are a miracle that saved millions, with a capital M, of lives. Others disagree, with CDC being ripped apart over this question. I want the answer, and I want it, all caps, now, unquote. He wrote on Truth Social, his social media website, on Monday, yesterday. The post was Trump's first public comments about the CDC since the agency's director, Dr. Susan Bonares, that liberal woman perhaps, was fired amid a dispute over vaccines. Following her departure, hat tip to Anchor Baby. That comes from him. Following her departure, several other high-level veteran agency officials resigned, including this one skinny liberal guy who was like, Trump administration is erasing trans people. So get rid of, he doesn't belong in the CDC. So interesting stuff happening at CDC and in Trump's mind. I'm James Hake.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. It's the third hour already. You can get involved by calling 888-7753. 773-888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question for this week: how do you know when you are spiritual? How do you know when you are spiritual? I hear it a lot. People say, I'm spiritual. I'm not a Christian. I'm spiritual. How do you know, even if you are a Christian, how do you know when you are spiritual? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And you can, if you're busy running around, we are heard around the world by everybody and their mama, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. So different time zone. So if you can't sit and watch the show, you can podcast, but you still can listen as it is happening on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It is Tuesday. Third hour on Tuesday. And Tuesday is one of my favorite days because it reminds me of the good old days when America was America. It was amazing. And we can only get country and western music down there on that plantation. It was fun, though. So Tuesday is and will always be country and western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. What the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. Country and Western Tuesday is amazing. My country is gone. If you were not at this last week's Sunday fellowship, oh Lord, you missed it. But don't worry, you can podcast at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church, all right? But the men and women, I can't speak for them all, but they're working on themselves. And you can work on you. You, ladies, you men are responsible for you. And you can overcome. You don't have to be miserable. You don't have to be letting the psychiatrist give you drugs for spiritual issues. It's not going to solve your problem at all. You got to forgive. You got to take responsibility for you. And you'll be fine. No matter what happened in the world, because the world ain't going to get better. My country is not coming back, no matter what the Great White Hope does. And he's doing an amazing job. Amazing job. You better be grateful we have him. Just imagine if you had the other one. What's that female name? Camilla Harris or something like that. You better be grateful. But America is not coming back. But fret not. Don't be angry. Don't be afraid. Fear is not of God. If you have fear, you're of your father, the devil. Anyone that has fear is of their father, the devil. And remember, you can't change things. You can't change people. You can only change. Well, you can't change yourself, but you can go to the source that can change you and take away the fear and make you free. My country is not coming back. It's not going to, you know how people say, well, things will get better. Just hold on and things will get better. In this case, it's not going to get better. It's going to only get worse. But you can be fine. This is hell on earth inside of human beings. So because it's not outside, it's on the inside. And then what's happening on the outside is coming from within people. And human nature is evil. You need a brand new nature. Human nature is evil. But you can be fine, really. You can overcome fear, but you got to lay down that life in order to have a life. Meaning you have to lay down the not you life. You're not your thoughts. You're not your body. You're not your fears. You're not your job. You're not this. You're not that. Because if you want to make it in this world and not be afraid, you got to lay it down. And you can overcome anger just like that. Just forgive. Be aware. Let it go. Drop it. My country, I have more proof that it's only going to get worse and not better. And I think, not the only mistake, but one of the greatest mistakes that has happened in my country, they have illegal people, well, not illegal, but, well, some are illegal, but foreigners in my country in running the government. Judges, so-called congressmen, ladies, everything. And they come here and they bring all of their old, same old third world ideas to America. And you let them become a judge or you let them into government. What do you think going to happen, folks? It's like the illegals come here and they bring the country with them. They set up the same looking country that they left. They don't take on the American way. You go downtown LA, for an example, it looked like Mexico. It doesn't even look like America anymore. All the American business and people left, and now it looked like Mexico. They bring their ideas here, the foreigners do. And you let them become judges. And you let them become congressmen. You let them run the government. We played that Rashid lady, and then there's another Indiana. Oh God. Another horrible one. And she's supposed to be a refugee. And she hates America. And you brought her in. You let these people become judges. You think they're going to do what Americans should be doing? No. They're going to do third world ideas. New York Times is reporting. And you know how the Great White Hope, and they call him king. They call him dictators. He should be one. That's what we need right now in America. Someone like a Trump. We need Trump. You know how he's shipping the illegals back to wherever they came from? Well, according to this report, they have foreign so-called judges in America who don't want the president to do that. New York Times is reporting a federal judge on Sunday temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deporting dozens of Guatemalans minors. Watching from NBC News.
Tonight, Guatemalan children seen deplaning an aircraft on a Texas tarmac Sunday after a federal judge issued an order blocking their removals from the U.S. moments before being deported by the Trump administration. Their fates and those of hundreds of other Guatemalan children in U.S. custody now in legal question. Lawyers for some of the children saying the young unaccompanied Guatemalans were awakened overnight, put onto planes soon after, one of them even taking off before being ordered to turn around. Planes and multiple charter buses on hold for hours on an airport tarmac outside of McAllen, Texas, as a federal judge in Washington, D.C. ordered the return of the children to the U.S. government facilities. In her order, U.S. District Judge Sparkle Suknanan halting their removals for at least 14 days pending further proceedings. Lawyers for the children arguing in court filings that because of their age, they are entitled to special due process protections. Deputy Assistant Attorney General Drew Ensign said at an afternoon hearing in Washington that the government would reunite the children with family members in Guatemala and said, "We obviously think these removals are lawful."
What's wrong with sending them back home? What's wrong with that? They're not our children. Remember, all children are our children. That's not true. My country is not coming back. It's over. It's all over but the shouting. Here's an image of the judge. Look, that's what's running our country. A foreigner. Wikipedia said Judge Sparkle is from Trinidad. Trinidad, in our courthouse, making decisions for America. She became a federal judge less than 6 months ago. And you let her in. And she's not for America. She's against America. What is wrong with you folks? We're the white people. But how could she be in 6 months? Biden been gone for a while. Amazing, huh? According to Wikipedia, they're telling me in my ear that Biden put this woman in. According to Wikipedia, appointed by Biden. And Joe Biden doesn't even know what's going on with the country now, it appears. You know, it almost looks like he doesn't even know he's in America. She assumed office January 2nd at the end of Biden's term, according to Wikipedia. When will you stand up, Americans, for America? You have a great white hope now. You better be trying to support him because Lord knows if you leave, it's over. I don't know anyone else who can be strong like the Great White Hope. Now, when the Great White Hope turn is over, hopefully they'll get someone in there that, is a strong Republican. But he going to listen to Trump, and they can keep this going. Because some people wonder what's going to happen when Trump is gone. Maybe America voted in someone that working with the vice president, even though he's kind of weak, he's better than what the Democrat has to offer. You letting these foreigners into the government. Amazing, huh? Hopefully this little blocking thing they're doing is just temporary. They can't stay here. They got to go. Amazing. It's a spiritual battle, folks. Wake up. If not now, when? Drop your anger so you can see there's never a reason to be angry. You can deal with life without being angry. You can deal with life without being angry. Because no human beings don't love one another. Look what's happening in Chicago. Black on black crime out of control. And the mayor of the city doing all he can to prevent that from changing. And the blacks voted for him because they said, black love black people. Look out for the blacks. And the blacks that they voted in don't care at all about it. So-called Mayor Brandon Johnson, I think his name is, he doesn't want the black crime to end. He wants them angry and killing one another so they can continue to vote for him. He used the word racism. He can use the word racism. And President Trump is saying, you know what? It'll be nice if y'all invite me there, but we're going to go and we're going to clean this mess up. I can't let my country stay this way. And they don't want them to come. And crime is through the roof. It's through the roof. WLKY is reporting a 13-year-old boy is facing charges after he was caught on camera groping a Louisville woman on her front porch. Watch this.
I've been here 55 years and I've never had a problem with anything. This was shocking.
Jan Fletcher says she's still surprised she was assaulted on her porch, but she's relieved LMPD has arrested the person who they believe is responsible, a 13-year-old boy. The 78-year-old says her home security camera captured the entire encounter.
I really hate that these young people are out here doing stuff. What enjoyment do they get out of doing stuff? I don't understand it.
Fletcher says the teen approached her and asked questions about a nearby park and if she was alone at her house. But the questions soon turned to inappropriate behavior as the teen was seen brushing her backside several times and groping her.
As soon as that happened, I said, let me tell you something. You better get out here and you better go now. So he did. He was gone.
Friday, police announced the 13-year-old had been arrested and charged with sex abuse. They say he does not live in the neighborhood. Fletcher says though disturbed by what happened, she refuses to be intimidated.
I'm not going to be afraid to be out here on my porch.
And she has one question for the teen.
Why he did this? What was the reason that he did it? And I want an apology.
Amazing, huh? He did it for the thrill of it, lady. Angry people love thrills. That's why he did it. And the justice system just going to let him right out of jail. He's going to go to the court, may not even go to the courthouse, and walk right out the back door. That's why. And if you're white, and she seems to be white, they don't care about you. He's not going to be punished for that. It's over. The governor and the mayor of Chicago doesn't even want to clean the place up. They want this happening. They want you afraid. They want to control you. Human beings does not love human beings, period. And the people in Chicago, some of them want Trump to come. They want the crimes to end. It's being reported that blacks in Chicago, they want help from Trump. Here's a young lady from Chicago advocating for Trump and the National Guard to come and clean up Chicago. Watch this from X.
These democratic cities invest in crime. And every liberal in my comment section was like, you said the wrong word. You said the wrong. They want the crime to continue. That's obvious. Talking about you're investing positively in the communities. You're investing in excuses. You have communities like Westside where there's people who are purposely going out asking for help. Trump said the other day, there's a beautiful African-American woman coming to me, asking me like, hey, can you please come help us in Chicago? We need help. Crime is at an all-time high. Please help us. Governor's like, oh, no, we're okay. The mayor's like, don't send help. How dare you? We don't need no help. Let the crime continue. Let the crime continue. The gaslighting is at an all-time high. You are willing to put your community at risk because you hate Trump that bad. No, what's going to happen is he's going to call out your mismanagement. He's going to call out your corruption. That's what he's doing. These democratic cities think this is some type of game. Every time a criminal is in jail, they're like, oh, you're racist. Every time the National Guard comes in to sweep the up, oh, that's illegal. Yet and still, you got the community out here, please help us. We need help. We want to live. We're tired of dodging bullets. Trying to bamboozle the public. We know the truth.
Amazing, huh? So I can't help but wonder if black people were not voting in people just because they were black, would it be different? Because the blacks keep voting in these black representatives because they're black, not because they care about them, not because they're going to do what's good for the city or the state. It's because they're black. This is what you get. Blacks have been brainwashed. Oh, we got to stick together. We got to stick together. We black. And look what they ended up with, Brandon Johnson. And after they let that female go, that was just before him, they voted in someone that was worse than Lightfoot, Lord Lightfoot. Remember her? Oh, Lord. And look, they voted in someone who was even worse because she's black, because he's black. You got to overcome that black mindset. Black people, let the black mindset go. They're using you for that. Forget about the color thing. Once upon a time when America was amazing, it was based on qualification. It wasn't based on color. Remember Joy Reid? She was like happy. She got into a black college, brown and all, because she was black, not because she earned it. That has to go. That has to go. How about qualification? And I know they're not requiring blacks to be qualified. They don't have to, they just need to be black. But that's not good for America. It's a spiritual battle, folks. You are responsible for you. No one else, spiritually. You're responsible for you. And black people have not, but most have not been responsible for themselves as individuals. They're into the black thing. Like tribal people, like in Africa somewhere. Let that go. You're being used. The civil rights movement was horrible for you. It was never meant for you to go free. It was a setup. It was a setup. The worst thing that ever happened to the blacks, other than abortion, was the so-called civil rights movement. They got into that black thing, and they even think Jesus is black. They're so into the black. Everything looked black to them. And look what you're getting. Brandon Johnson, people like Obama, the fallen Messiah, and Big Mama Michelle. Look what you ended up. And they thought, for sure, Obama get in there, he's going to be fine. He's going to look out for the blacks. And look what happened. The races, were more divided under Barack Obama than any other time in history of America. Let go of the blackness. Forgive your mother. Forgive your father. So you can overcome color. So that you can overcome color. Be an individual. Do not be afraid to be an individual. Really. That's where your freedom lies. In being an individual. One other quick thing, and then I get to your calls and super chat. Did you hear Snoop Dogg is in trouble? What the? Everybody's supposed to love Snoop Dogg, right? Well, apparently, Snoop Dogg criticized a group of people, or at least some people, and now they don't like Snoop Dogg anymore. It's amazing how human beings will switch on you just like that, huh? They pretend to love you until one disagreement happens, and they switch on you just like that. Human beings are evil. They don't love one another. They hate one another. X is reported Snoop Dogg has been criticized for being homophobic after saying he felt uncomfortable watching an LGBTQ plus couple in a movie with his grandson. Watch this from X.
What you see is what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see, what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Kiki Palmer's in that movie. So we watching it, and she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? So it's like, me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of that I don't have an answer for. It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like,
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Is Snoop Dogg a liberal?
I think he's kind of liberal. Remember he did that fake, he did that
Oh,
attack
yeah.
rap video on Trump?
Yeah. Now they mad at Snoop. What the? And he black. But you can't criticize. Human beings are evil. As long as you go along with them, they like you. The moment you disagree, it's over. And one other quick one before the break. Here's a video of a mother who says her son's school district is pushing gender studies. After this break, I gotta take a break. I can't do it before that. I tried. The treasure chest is now open on DLive as well as scratch off on Pule.net. Back in a moment.
I just want to say thank you for everything that you do. You've absolutely changed my life for the positive, and I just want to thank you. I was 29-year-old beta, living at home with my mom, and just was living in fear and in doubt, and I couldn't hold down a job. And then I found you, and I started listening. I started just being more at peace, and I forgave my mom, and I forgave my father. And it's like right after that, everything just changed in my life, and I was able to get a good job, and I moved out, and I live on my own now, and everything has just changed. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for spreading that message. It really is a positive message.
Amazing. That's good, man. I want people to know God loves us in ways that there are no words to express, because you have nothing to compare it to, right? Stay with the silent prayer. You haven't seen anything yet. It gets better. All right, folks, welcome back. What a mess. But you could be fine in this mess and not be bothered by it. Really. You got to work on you. You got to drop the anger in order to be free. The Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour. The Hake, HAKE report.com. And after that, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And you don't want to miss it. And then the Men's Forum this Thursday night. It's the first Thursday of the month. It's September already. Do you remember when it was time? September. Amazing already. September. So first Thursday of the month. For men only. Third Thursday. For ladies only. Get ready, ladies. At 7 p.m. Pacific time this Thursday night for men only. Let me just play this quick video where this woman is saying that here's a mother of who says her son's school district is pushing gender studies on young children and is not sure if she wants to send her child to school. Watch this from X.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Weichbrot. I'm a mom of 2 in Fairfax County. This is my oldest. And my husband and I have a difficult decision to make this fall as he is approaching preschool age, and we are faced with the decision of whether or not we are going to put our child in public school system where Fairfax County has decided to move forward with instituting gender studies in elementary school. Despite having done a study group, a focus group in the community to see if parents even wanted this. And when parents said no, the board voted 16-0 and said we're moving forward anyways. This shows clearly that they see parents not as partners, but as an obstacle for their agenda. And I have a really hard time looking at him and going, here, I'm just gonna give you over to people who do not want to partner with me in how you're going to be raised.
Why they put that music with it? What's the music about? What the? This woman is pretending, in my opinion. She's pretending, in my opinion. Because if she's married, she said she and her husband, right? Why don't she take care of the children at home? Why not homeschool them? That's all she has to do. If she loved the son like she pretends she does, she would stay home and raise the man's son and homeschool him. She's young. Why can't she homeschool him? I don't feel nothing for her about that. She's at that school showing off. She doesn't mean... I don't know her, but I bet you the last thing she wants is to be bothered with that child all day long. Because she can just stay home and homeschool, that's all. She found out the school doing these things. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just homeschool. It's all the thrill, it's all of that. These women do not love children. If they love their children, the men's children, they would stay home and raise the men's children and homeschool them. They're lying. They don't want to be bothered. And I don't know this woman's situation, right? But I know that I hear it all the time from women that I know can be staying home and raising the children and educating them at home. But they don't want to be doing that. They want to go to work. They get a better thrill at work because people think they're good workers. Oh, they work hard. And then they go home. Oh, I'm so tired. A mother's job is never done, they say. Stay home and raise the children, the son. That's all. Tell your husband to make you stay home and raise his son and educate them. So I have nothing for her. 888-7753-773. Super chat. Super
chats. Charles bought a coffee. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk.
Nice.
Hey, Jesse, in Atlanta, I'm seeing more and more Muslims, including women, who are covered from head to toe walking around here. We have been invaded. R.I.P. Rest in peace to this country.
It doesn't even, you're right, it doesn't even look like America. I went to the post office the other day, and there was a black woman there, looked like she had on black, Allahu Akbar stuff, black
Head to toe?
head rag, the big.
Could you see her face?
You should just see her face, that's it.
Oh, I saw one where you couldn't even see her face.
Working at the post office?
And Big Bear.
Really?
Yeah, where all the whites and Trump supporters are.
Why are they letting all these people into the country like this?
It's scary.
Amazing. Thank you. I can't believe that happened to Georgia. Georgia, on my mind.
Atlanta.
Where's the KKK where we need them?
I disclaim.
Me too.
Lori bought a coffee. Morning, Jesse. At BQ Answer.
How do you know when you are spiritual?
God has to change the mindset from physical to spiritual. I don't call myself spiritual, but in reality, I see that absolutely everything is spiritual and the physical things are a distraction. If you say you're spiritual, it's the same as saying you're religious, which are both evil identities, has nothing to do with God. Beautiful question.
Amazing. Thank you, and I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Thank you, Carl M., for your support over there on the YouTube channel. Very nice.
Thank you. Amazing.
Show Sugino 3 coffees. Hey, Jimmy Hank. That's James Hake. Will Jesse sing Papa Was a Rolling Stone tomorrow? You know the first line of the song? You know the first line of the song, he says. That's his super chat, his coffees.
Thank you.
Thank you, Show
Amazing.
Sugino.
Nice.
I don't know. And I forget the first line of the song. But anyway, Eric, 5 coffees, quote, your first thought is always about yourself because you have Satan's mindset, JLP.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Gustavo had to go, but my question is, I guess he might have been on hold, but he had to go. So he bought a coffee saying, my question is, should I confront people if I have a problem with them about anything, big or small?
No.
For example, I'm friends with my landlord and his wife. There's a problem I would like to address with them, but not too sure if I should or should not. Been renting from him 6 years, and he has been married almost 1 year.
The question, is that it?
Yeah.
The question is not clear. Either make it clear with the super chat or you can call me. 888-7753-773. It's not a clear question. Thank you.
Hannes, 2 coffees. Thank you, Jesse and crew, and happy Tuesday. The depth of the lying thoughts is mind-blowing.
It is. Y'all, I'm telling you, your thoughts are not your own. You have never created your own thought at all. It's impossible for you to come up with a thought. You are not in control of it. Let them go and live a no-thinking life and have peace, perfect peace. It'll be fine, really. You're trusting the devil. You're trusting evil. All of your thoughts are evil. They're evil. Amazing. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Thank you.
Chris, to that mate with the roommate eating up all that fried chicken. I have a solution. Wrap that chicken up in a job application. She won't go anywhere near it. Laughing face with tears.
I can't believe she eating his chicken up. And she black and he white. And then the chicken from Colonel Sanders.
KFC.
KFC chicken. No, not my chicken.
In Australia.
Well, that's what he get for getting a black girlfriend. Cause you know black people love chicken.
Indeed.
And watermelon.
I think he's a Hake listener confirmed because he said "sexual," which is a word that I use.
What is it?
Sexual instead of sexual.
Oh.
Hake listener confirmed.
Nice.
Nate, 40 Coffee is very generous. Thank you all. Today's show is helping me so much.
Stay with us, stay with us, stay with us. Really. Thank you.
Gregatron, I don't give a darn if he does come home, pal. American flag emoji.
I won't accept him. Amazing. Thank you.
Shout out. John, no message. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, John.
Shout out to Kilo Alpha Tango Games for Rec Demons something or other and the rest of those supporters on the D Live crew. And thank you guys. That's all I have for now.
Shout out. Amazing. Thank you all. I do appreciate it. Let me go to Rick out of Virginia. Rick from Hampton, Virginia. You're on the air.
Man, what's up going on there, brother Jesse? Everybody and their mama will listen to the Jesse Lee Peterson show for knowledge today, brother.
Amazing. Thank you, Rick. Amazing.
Man, you know, I have seen it too, man. The way I would make, like I said before, and I said it before, I would make it a law that if you're not a natural born citizen, you cannot serve in our government or our military. That's what would be the rule for me.
And you can't be a judge.
That's what I'm talking about. Our government.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If you're not a natural born citizen, you should not be part of our government. Period. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's like these people are running from these socialist countries. So if they run from it, you would think they wouldn't like it, but they come over here and make it like it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It don't make sense to me, man.
They recreate the environment that they're supposed to be running away from.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, look at Africa. Africa would never come out of this poverty until they get away from socialism.
Yeah.
That whole country would continue to be in continue to be poor because socialism, the government owns everything. They put price controls on stuff. So once the government puts price controls on stuff, people don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much what it is, socialism.
But I noticed, Rick, that black people, not all, but most have a socialist mentality, and they tend to vote for socialist people because they expect something free because they're black.
Yeah, like education. I will get my education free. Man, I think anybody that when socialist countries pay for education, then they work for the government. And the government, like if somebody go be a doctor in a third world country, the government will pay for the education. But guess what? They ain't gonna make that much money.
Yeah.
Because now you belong to the government, and that's why so many of them come over here and practice. All that schooling you should be able to charge your worth, my brother.
Do you believe America will ever come back?
I don't know, Jesse. It look like until people wake up out of their diabetic comas, man, then maybe they can see, man. Look at Chicago. You gotta. I guarantee you, if Brandon Johnson run again, they'll vote that man in office. They'll vote him back in, unless the Democrats are rigging the polls, and that they'll make sure he win, if you will.
Does it seem possible for America to come back to you?
You know what? Unless people start turning the guard and waking up, Jess, I don't see it, man. Look at, for instance, they got a socialist running in New York, and he may win.
And so, does it seem at all possible that America can come back or will come back?
From now, Jesse, no. Don't seem like it to me, because it seems like people are voting for people they are color. And like I said, when black people run, you know what their campaign message is, Jesse?
Socialism.
Yeah, that, and also I grew up in the project and I ain't had no health insurance. That's their campaign message.
What a
Am I right?
mess.
Am I right?
Oh, yeah, I hear that a lot.
That's their campaign message.
Yeah.
I grew up in the projects and I didn't have no health insurance. That's my vision for you.
So what's wrong with the blacks?
Well, first of all, we ain't turned from God. I can tell you that. Not only us, but a lot of people have turned from God. We have endorsed socialism, same-sex marriage, transgenders. Look at CNN, Jesse. When you look at that that news telecast, the women are all feminism look like. The men are weak and feminine. They even talk whenever they talk, they just have women, features, if you will. That's all that be on CNN. You don't get no masculine male on there. And thank God for Scott Jennings, man. If they take that guy off, CNN might as well turn the lights off.
Amazing.
He's keeping them alive, man, because he coming up with his righteous solutions, against them. They can't match that man.
Does whomever that is, I don't know who it is off record. Does he support Trump?
Yes, he does.
Oh, good. We all right with me then.
He be on CNN. He's a white guy, Scott Jennings. I think he's a work for Trump administration. I think he did. I'm not sure.
So they have a white guy on CNN that support Trump.
Yep.
And he a medium person.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Uh-huh.
And without that guy, man, it'd be flushed down the toilet.
That's amazing. Are you familiar with that guy, Jay?
Oh, I'd seen him around a little bit in like little clips, CNN clips. Not that I watch CNN. And I'm looking at Wikipedia. He served in the George W. Bush administration as special assistant to the president.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Does CNN know that he support Trump? Are they aware of that?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I mean, they have him on all the time.
Oh yeah. Maybe I've seen him. I just don't remember.
As the white man to beat up on, but he stands up for himself pretty well, I think. Overall,
Right on.
I think.
Amazing. That's amazing, Rick.
Yep, and that's what he does. He stands up. I mean, he runs circles around them women.
Right on.
You didn't, and he have them smacking their lips, neck twisting and everything. Just I mean,
I'm about to check it out. I'm not.
Yes, sir. He's pretty good.
Right on.
I'm telling you, if they get rid of him, the show is gone.
Amazing. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it.
No problem, Jess. Appreciate y'all. Keep spreading this message, man. We got to get socialism out of here, man, because I'm telling you, if those people in New York vote for that socialist, where is he from, Somalia? Man, you got a lot of these people from Somalia coming in here, too.
Yeah, what a mess. Thank you, buddy.
Like,
I appreciate it.
Okay, love y'all, Jesse, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rick. Let me go to Wayne out of Texas. Wayne, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well, Ray.
Oh, I'm doing good myself. Thanks for asking. So, I woke up about 3 years ago. I forgave my parents, and I do the silent prayer morning and evening. But my wife is ticked because she's lost control. So sometimes she's very nice, but most times she's very evil. So the way I've been dealing with it is whenever she's evil, I just ignore her. I let her rant, right? And then after a while, then she'll come back and she'll be nice. And when she's nice, I talk to her. So I'm wondering, is that a good approach? When she's nice, should I talk to her or should I just altogether ignore her?
Well, let's say that, you should don't try to change her when she's acting weird. Let her be weird by herself. Don't react to her at all. And when she calm, like she has said, you want to talk, you talk. But do not let her control you in that way or any way at all.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Let's say that she's mad and she's acting weird. She don't want to talk. Let her steer to hell. And let's say that she come, and if she's trying to be nice just to manipulate you, let her know you see the game she's playing, but you don't judge her at all, and you just continue to work on you, and the hell in her won't like it. She may leave.
Yeah. I think every morning she goes into her thoughts and stuff, and then she has to come and burst out with whatever she has to come, and she just rants and rants and rants, and then later on now she'll be very nice. She'll cook dinner for me and all that kind of stuff like that. And then the next morning the same thing, and it's going over and over and over again.
She
but when she's
is she like yelling at you or something in the morning?
Yes. Yeah.
And what do you do when she's yelling?
Well, at first I don't realize what she's doing, so I'll start talking to her. But then when I see the spirit coming out in her, I'll tell her, honey, I'm going to just be quiet from now on because you are angry. And I just shut up and I let her rant.
And don't even say I'm going to be quiet. Don't call her honey. You just be quiet. Let her argue about herself. Don't give the devil any attention at all.
Okay.
In your mind or in other people. Just don't give room for the devil, period. And so don't tell her your intentions. You just don't communicate. When she act that way, give her no response at all.
Okay, good. All right. Well, that's what I had. That's what I had for today.
Right on. I wish you well.
I'm going to try to come on Thursday to the men's fellowship.
Oh, okay. So, this Thursday, the first Thursday of March. Yes, at 7 p.m.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Jesse. Thank you much.
All right, buddy. Amazing. You can't lay your weapon down, folks. Stop arguing. Don't argue with the devil inside of you or inside of others. That's what the devil wants. It wants a response. It wants a reaction. It dies for that. Let me go to TREY, a first-time call out of Memphis, Tennessee. TREY, you are on the air.
How you doing, Mr. Peterson? The Honorable Jesse Peterson.
All is well, TREY. Thanks for calling.
Yes. I just want to let you know, man, that I really appreciate your show, man. I appreciate the movement that you got going, man.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, man, to be able to know that we still have men in this era, in this day and time, pushing masculinity, pushing integrity, and all those things under the entitlement of being a man.
It's too bad we don't have that more often everywhere, right?
Amen. Amen. Well, my question is, is what do you think about, how these Democrats are trying to hinder and stop the military, the American troops, from going into these cities and these states, to try to break down this crime and eventually stop it. Because I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm sure that, that you're in the know of the crime that we're dealing with here in Memphis.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I haven't had any problems, with these guys, but it's here. It's here. They're having carjackings, robberies, these murders. It's every day. Cut the television on, man. Is the radio on? It's in every neighborhood around here.
And it's been bad there in Memphis for a long time, too. Exactly.
The Democrats, man, they run this city down to the ground.
Right.
And it's not just now. This has been going on for several decades. Now we had some spans back in the past. Where it was minimized.
Right.
It wasn't as prevalent as it is today.
But let me just say, because of time, they definitely, if they ever needed Trump in Memphis, they need him now for sure.
Amen, brother. Amen.
I hope that he's able to do a lot of that across the country before he's out of there. I really hope so.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say this right here. I'm not gonna hold you long. I know you're tired for time. Judge Joe Brown, back when he was a judge here in Memphis, he had reopened the case right before Hollywood offered him a deal. Now the case I'm talking about is the murder and assassination of Dr. King, and a lot of people are not even talking about that. But Judge O'Brien, he had just opened up that case. He had just reopened up that case about, who was responsible for the assassination of Dr. King. And here come Hollywood come calling. They offered him a deal, and that was it.
Amazing. What a mess. Trey, we're going to get cut off
See,
in a
the
minute.
Democrats were involved.
Right.
The Democrats were involved.
They don't
And
want.
I
They
know
don't
these.
want peace. Trey, call me again. We're going to get cut off, but call me again. All right.
Okay, man. I love you, man. Thanks for what you're doing, brother. Hey, and happy White History Month, because around here, we celebrate White History Month every day throughout the year.
Right on. Thank you, buddy. Amazing.
Love you, man.
Bye now. Love you
Ten
too.
four.
Thank you. Bye
Check.
now. Super chat.
Super chats. Wayne in Texas, who I believe just called in, gave 5 coffees. I woke up a few years ago, forgave my parents, do the silent prayer morning and evening. My wife has lost control and is ticked. However, she sometimes is nice, but every morning she's evil. I ignore her when she's evil, but talk to her when she's nice. Is this a good approach?
Yeah.
Or should I stop talking to her when she is acting nice?
Just don't let her manipulate you when she's acting nice. Know you're dealing with the devil. But don't be angry and don't judge her. Amazing. Thank you.
Mike Young says, hey, Jesse, please check out that guy whom Rick had mentioned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Mike.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that. Oh, John Zimmer with another one. Thank you, sir. And that is all for now.
Thank you, John. Amazing. I am so out of time. The Hake Report is coming now. And after that, the American Anchor Baby. And I'll be back tomorrow. The Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Bye.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
I have books that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. 7 Guaranteed Steps to Spiritual, Family, and Financial Success Guide. Even if you're not starting a business, but you have a job, or you're on welfare, it can help you if you do. Be doers of the word, all right? From rage to responsibility. From rage. That's what I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They are using them, and blacks are too willing to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the Poison of Hate, Blame, and Victimhood. They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autographed copy, or call 800-411-2663.